Hi, everyone. Welcome to ENN. Ray Rowe.
On TV.
Thank you. It's brought to you by our dearest of friends at Security Dodge. I'd like to start off by saying good evening to Michael and myself.
So this way, Jack Flaherty could at least start game 5 if they had to. What was that?
No, that was my phone. That was my phone.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, I just realized listening back, Anthony, I'm pretty sure that's Roman Reigns music that started playing on my phone.
Tremendous.
Isn't that what it is? Again, I want to go back to idiot. Okay, here it is. Good evening to Don.
Crocodile tears.
People alerted me to that pronunciation on social media. I did not know it came out that way. I don't know where it came from.
Crocodile tears.
Strange.
I want let it stand, man. I'm going to try to take ownership of it.
Oh, you want to change it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Well, not of the actual crocodile, but of the phrase crocodile tears.
No, I like you changing the animal to a crocodile.
So
Like
he's
from
calling it a crocodile.
Yeah, like they're from Caracas.
Wow.
A crocodile.
You know, I did hear it when he said it, but I said, you know what? I'm too close to him to bring it up.
Let me hear this again.
So this way, Jack Flaherty could at least start game 5 if they had to. What was that?
No, that was my phone. That was my phone. It's Roman Reigns.
My goodness.
It's Roman Reigns music. All right, to Michael and Don.
You would not be really that devastated if I
If you died.
Yeah.
And
You've always said I wouldn't be that devastated. Like, so what am I supposed to like? So Nancy, how was your day? Okay, the kids said, oh, what happened at work today? Oh, Peter told this joke, and John needs me to do this. Oh, by the way, Michael died.
you know what I always think is an underrated thing? Whenever you should be really worried about someone, it always starts with saying remember in front of their name. So Nancy says, how was work? And you go, well, remember Michael? That's how you know it didn't go the way you wanted.
Some of my buddies on a text chain, well, when somebody passes, not that we knew, but like somebody famous or whatever, like my buddy Mark texts me and says, you remember when so-and-so was with us? You know, something like that.
Right.
Like a casual.
Yeah, yeah.
You remember when Michael K was walking the earth?
It was last week. And to Don.
Get 0% interest or save up to $500.
5. I heard that one, too.
That wasn't that bad.
Oh, we're really digging today.
No, that
Get
was
0% interest or save up to $500.
No.
So I said 5.
So what?
So at least I know how to say goodbye to somebody on the phone.
Again, I want to go back to idiot.
FOIVE.
5. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a different sense of urgency with the English language.
Crocodile tears.
I actually went to SeaWorld and I saw 5 crocodiles.
Well, I'm saying is that, you know what? I don't care about that story. Right? Like, you could tell me I went and saw 5 crocodiles. You'd be like, who cares? Where, you went to SeaWorld. What do you expect? See a dinosaur? But if I saw 5 crocodiles, you're like, really? Tell me that story. How many is 5?
Yeah, and what is a crocodile? That's a great point.
So what I'm doing is we've had this English language now for what, 600
You're
years?
tweaking
Why don't we dress it up?
Yeah, you're dressing it up. Sure, I get it.
By the way, I might put all 6 points on Thursday night. I think I might hammer the Vikings on Thursday night.
The Rams?
Yeah.
Rams are very
they're weird. They're very weird.
They're weird, and also they're kind of becoming a kind of Thursday at Jays. Like,
guys, and also like it feels
they've
like
got a quarterback that's you get quarterbacks that they become beer sponsors or clothing line sponsors. Their Super Bowl quarterback is pitching Wills.
Really?
Yeah, he's a spokesperson for like Wills.com or something.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
Yeah, that almost tells you. You know what that says? Thursday.
Thursday. That's right. You know what I think we might have to accept too? That the Rams thing was like one flukish Super Bowl. We've kind of been they've been living off the fumes now for a couple of years. Like, we still talk about them like they're good. Are they?
And I think they got something. I think they're trying for a different look, but when you look at their jerseys, they seem like they're the only ones that have iron-on numbers.
Go ahead.
They look like their numbers are like iron-on, like you'd got their jerseys from Sears.
Oh, like not sewed.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see the beautiful item that I showed you earlier, Don? When they honored Darryl Green at the Commies game, they gave all the alumni just burgundy sweaters with their numbers on them.
Gorgeous one.
Oh, it's a gorgeous item. They need to do more stuff like that. I don't want to say how I feel, but the state of current merchandise is not in a good place. It's current merchandise, guys. It's all owned by the same people. So you search for every single team. They all sell the same items. There's no excitement to buying merchandise.
Unless it's something from Starter with Carl Banks. He set the...
Well, no. So Starter with Carl Banks, for example, they make an amazing product.
Right.
And you may be able to find that stuff on the website, but you may have to go find it other places. But basically, Fanatics has a full-on monopoly, it seems like, of all the sports, and all the products are kind of the same. So when you see something random and different, you go, it's like the way Don felt about Dua Lipa. You go, damn.
I did say that.
And you were right.
Dua Lipa, you go, damn.
Don, I'm telling you, as God is my witness, it's the truest drop of all the drops you've ever had. I lived it. I actually said it out loud to myself.
Never said it until I was introduced to her that I would one day like to be a mic stand. Dua Lipa, you go, damn.
You'd like to be a mic stand?
Oh, yeah. Take a look at some of the video.
Unbelievable.
She's doing things with the mic stand?
Do you not enjoy her work?
Well, I guess I haven't gone that deep.
I couldn't tell you one note she's ever sung.
But
I enjoy her work.
Michael, did you enjoy Billie Eilish on SNL this weekend?
You know what? I didn't get a chance to watch. I only I watched the DVR and I watched the Open, Michael Keaton's Open, and Weekend Update. I didn't see any of Billie.
Was it good?
The Open, the Michael Keaton monologue was not great.
No. Can we be clear? It's time for us to have an honest conversation. We're 50 years in, guys. We're 50 years in. I'm going to say something right now. It should win me point guard for the rest of the week.
Okay.
The monologue's generally bad.
No.
It is generally.
You're wrong.
It is generally a nothing burger. It's kind of cute. At best, you get a couple of chuckles. And if it's a stand-up comedian, it might be a really good 5 minutes. But generally speaking, you guys really don't think that the monologue ends up being something.
I don't expect
you never
anything,
tell
though.
anyone about the monologue. You talk very rarely does the monologue drive conversation the way, for example, the show Open does. You disagree, Michael?
I don't
No,
expect,
you
but
agree.
I'm like Don. I'm not expecting hilarity
Yeah, I'm
from
not
the
really
monologue. I
expecting
just want to settle into the show.
But that's not still not disagreeing with me. It's very often a nothing burger. Don, that's why you don't expect much. Because it's not usually very special.
I think we're saying the same thing.
We are saying the same thing.
But it sounds like you have a little higher expectations.
See, but I'm
No.
a big Keaton fan.
I know it's
big
nothing.
Keaton fan. And he
Love
by the
Keaton.
way, people forget, he was a tremendously funny stand-up. And I don't think they used him the right way in the monologue.
He was. I
I did not know that.
Are you sure you didn't make that up?
That he was a great stand-up?
You might have made it.
You made
I
that
did
up.
not. Go look on YouTube. You guys live there.
It's
The guy was a very funny stand-up.
In what era?
Would have to be.
Well,
70.
he said in 1975 when the show started, he said this in the monologue, he was a PA for Mr. Rogers in Pittsburgh.
Right. Yeah, that was a big thing. Yeah.
So and by the time Mr. Mom and those movies had come out,
like 82,
and
83?
Gung-Ho, we're talking early 80s.
Yeah, Gung Ho was 84, I think. So, yeah, but he was already making movies by the early
Go
80s. So it might be
search.
maybe.
No, don't make a liar out of me. Search Michael Keaton stand-up.
Well,
But you've seen, you watched it at the time?
Yes, I remember
Or
a specific joke that to this day made me spit up. It was so
Really?
funny.
All right. You know what? I believe you, Michael, because guess what? I trust you implicitly.
He said he and his brothers used to sit in the back of the station wagon, and they'd be fighting, and his father would turn around and go, "I'm telling you, if you don't stop, I'm pulling over right now." And Keaton said one of his brothers was, a real tough guy. He'd light up a cigarette and go, "What are you going to do? You going to kill us? Go ahead, pull over." But just the way he said it was funny.
Wow. Yeah. All right. You have a distinct
I
memory
have a
from
distinct
this.
memory of that line, yeah.
And did you not think Weekend Update was great? I thought it was
I
hilarious.
thought it was very good. And I'm a big Sarah Sherman fan. She might be the best one on the show.
Wow.
I love her.
You're a big Sherman
Yeah,
guy.
she's tremendous. And I also think she's sneaky beautiful.
Wow. Okay. A lot of information coming out here during the program. I don't know if you guys are aware, but the NBA season starts tonight.
No, really?
Yay! That's correct. And let's hear from our very own Alan Hahn. Who knows more about the Knicks than Alan Hahn?
Oh, maybe Breen.
That wasn't the answer I was expecting.
What the Knicks have to their benefit will be that this is a team that historically under Tibbs plays their best basketball in the later half of the season. Post All-Star break, final 20 games. The numbers tell you he always has his team playing its best at the end of the year. So whatever we see out of the gate will not be the same thing we see going into the playoffs. That's why I keep, as much as I'm anticipating this season, and this is probably the most anticipated season they've had in probably 20 years, I will also warn warn people that don't expect a 20-0 start because the Tibbs teams historically, it takes a minute to figure everything out. And then once they do, they're downhill in the second half of the season. And I expect the same is going to happen this year.
As for Joe Mazzulla of the Celtics, he says he doesn't feel pressure because we'll all be dead soon.
Zero. No pressure. We're all going to be dead soon, and it really doesn't matter anymore. So there's zero pressure. You're either going to win or you're not. So it's not pressure. There's nothing anyone in this circle can do to me that's going to impact my identity and who I am as a person. So we're either going to win or we're not. And 40 years from now, none of you were invited to my funeral, and that's it.
They say that invites to funerals? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I don't know why you have to say that no one who covers you and works with you would go to his funeral.
Yeah, you don't know that.
It's kind of rude. But I have another theory on that whole thing. Michael, is it possible that him being the level of religious man that he is, he's talking about some end of days coming soon? It's on the table.
Yeah, I didn't think that. I didn't want to think that, no.
But it's on the table, no?
I don't know if it's on the table.
He talks as if he knows something.
No, that's what I'm... Don, he does.
So you think he thinks he knows that the end of days are coming?
I think that he believes the end of days are coming soon.
Or he believes that we'll elect somebody that'll end days. It might be a political statement.
Don, I have breaking news for you.
What's that?
The bunting is up. In the Bronx.
Now it's on.
The bunting
They
is
weren't
up.
really in the judge was speaking out of turn. He wasn't in the World Series yet.
Now he is.
Now
the bunting.
Let's hear from Aaron Judge on reaching the World Series.
Yeah, the journey's always a tough one, but I think that's the fun in all this is, enjoying the good times, the bad times, learning from them, trying to improve from them so you can get to this point. So, now getting to this point, this is where the real fun starts. For years as a kid watching the Yankees, playing the World Series, win World Series, just that excitement, the emotion, how the city comes alive is something, definitely special, and looking forward to doing that with this group.
And it will come alive this Friday when the World Series starts in Los Angeles. But you want to talk about the fans being alive? You think about the New York Knicks season, which starts tonight, and of course they'll be home on Friday night for their home opener.
That's right.
Nothing ignites that New York crowd like "Go New York, Go New York, Go." But I felt for a long time, guys, they needed to update the song.
You've said that many times.
But they're very committed to the "Go New York, Go New York, Go."
And why not?
So guess what they did?
Updated it.
They updated the song, but kept the "Go New York, Go New York, Go," and added Dougie Fresh, the legendary, the world's greatest entertainer, Harlem's own Dougie Fresh. Let's hear the new version of "Go New York, Go New York, Go," and get your thoughts.
Go New York, Go New York, Go. 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 Hustling hard, we show no fear. No shortcuts, always prepared. Madison Square, New York, we're here. All 5 boroughs, the love is thorough.
This, by the way, this is not earth-shattering, but that is significantly improved.
Significantly better.
That is way better.
And it keeps the essence of the whole Go New York, Go New York, Go.
With all due respect, what's the gentleman's name who wrote the original one? He's now like a rich guy, an entrepreneur, and he does he gives speeches and a motivational guy who wrote the original. He was like an 18-year-old kid when he did the first one.
I can't think of it.
All due respect to him, just replacing, yes, Jesse Itzler. Not to say when you hear the name Jesse Itzler, we're not talking about a great rapper. Throwing Dougie Fresh on this totally, you know what it does?
He didn't stand a chance.
You know what it does, guys? It Dougie freshens it up, and that'll do it for ENN. Thank you very much.
Gamble.
Thank you. You're such a bad guy. Brought to you by Security Dodge. Shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com during their Jeep Adventure Days. He does so many more. He does so many more dad jokes.
And every time I do a dad joke, you make a comment. So I just made a comment.
You know what? And see, you know what? Another thing that makes me a better person than Michael, I can admit when he's right. You're right, I do.
Don's going to make you some money when we come back. That's what he promised everybody. So let's see if he comes through. But first, before he gives you this ability to make all this money, he's going to luxuriate in a beautiful bath.